Hello again. One of the things that I wanted to talk about is the agreements that we all have with Father, with Creator, God, however you want to refer to that entity that has charge, complete and total charge over everything in the universe. We are living in eternity right now. We have been living in eternity forever. We will continue to live in eternity. There's no change. Coming here, we've done with knowledge, with forethought, and with agreements. Before we are allowed to come here and gain a body on this planet, we make agreements with Creator that are, for the most part, general in nature. We will help the planet. We will sometimes fulfill a spot that we know is needed. One of the agreements that I know that I had was to do a very, very specific thing and to guide another person into a very specific action. A small, tiny, little event. But I know from the importance of it that I agreed to do it before I ever came here. And I have already accomplished that. I knew I was doing it when I did it. I knew it was okay, and I knew it was extremely important. I won't know why, probably for years, but it's all right. I fulfilled my agreement. My angels told me to do it, and I did it. If you haven't seen anything else in this series, I talk to my angels constantly. I talk to Creator. I know that things happen in my life because I'm supposed to learn and grow, because I'm supposed to help you learn and grow and know who you are and what's good about this life and this planet and where you're going. These agreements in some cases are specific, but in many cases are general. And if you're one of those people who has effectively, and I realize that this may be seen by people in other countries, but I will use an example based upon life in the United States. And that is, you get up in the morning and you eat your cereal and you go to work and you come home and you watch television and you go to bed. If you do that every day, you are not fulfilling your agreements with Father. That's not what you agreed to. Accomplishments in this life are for your ego. They are not necessarily for helping the planet. If you are doing something to help the planet, which is, by the way, what we are all here for, we are all here to help the planet. We are all here in that process of helping the planet, to help each other, and to help ourselves grow by that assistance. So, I have a hair that keeps bothering me. If you are someone who doesn't seem to have a path, or someone who's maybe gotten off on the wrong path, understand that if you feel you're on the wrong path, you probably are. Now, not everybody is going to have the ability or the desire to do what I did, which was to turn my life over to Creator and say, okay, you tell me where to go, and you tell me what to do, and I'll do it. It was, at times, extremely difficult. When I left Dallas for many years, I left having no money. I worked at a job usually for about 6 months, having no extra money. But I always had just enough. If I needed $85.25 for bills that week, I maybe made $85.53. It was always, and it was very obvious for 6 months. So please understand, the angels are in control. God is in control. Just pay attention, open up your life, because everything is so good. I know that there are things that look like they are not in the correct place and position, but they are truly okay. Everything is all right. You are the person that you are because you've made the choices that you have. If you don't like who you are, change your life by degrees. Don't make a right turn and head like I do off some proverbial cliff somewhere because I know I'm supposed to. I talk to my angels. I know there will be a bridge there when I put my foot down. But I started off knowing I didn't like who I was. And I knew that step by step I had to get in a position to where I moved a little bit, maybe every day, maybe every few days. Sometimes I'd go backwards, sometimes I'd go forwards. But what I've done is I've put myself in a place, in a position in my life, in my heart, in my love, in my spirituality, to where I'm comfortable. I used to be afraid of people. I used to have extremely low self-esteem. I used to be suicidal. I was someone that I, honest to gosh, felt that God was really mad at me to punish me by sending me down here to this awful place, this awful planet. What had I done that was so bad to offend God so badly? And boy, was I wrong. I volunteered to come here. I not only volunteered to come here, I volunteered knowing that there would be events in my life that would be very traumatic, very tragic, events that I would just as soon forget or not pass through or not have to deal with. That happens to everyone. Everyone in some form is supposed to go through everything on this planet. It's part of our growth process. And believe it or not, it's a benefit, it's a plus. It's because Creator loves us and we have absolute, total choice in all things. We can choose to be a real bad person. And I'll talk to you about how heaven works in a later video. And by the way, what I'm going to do is I'm numbering these videos. They will be numbered in sequence. This is video number 2. You don't have to watch them in sequence, but this is just to let you know that there's another video before this one. So if you really want to know things about yourself and the universe, all of those questions you've ever wanted answered, I've got your answers. I went there and I found out things that would absolutely boggle your mind. And they're beautiful and they're wonderful and everything really is okay. And if you don't learn anything else, if you don't watch one other video that I've done, know this. There are events coming that will look really, really, really scary. Understand they're part of God's plan. There's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing. There is never anything to be afraid of. And I'm talking about living in fear, not momentary fear like if somebody jumps out from a closet behind you. That's not what I'm talking about. It's living in fear. Please do not live in fear. Connect yourself with higher attitudes, higher life, higher vibrational rates, higher energy. Don't live in fear. Don't let anything like that get its control of you. You'd be surprised how dangerous that is. I hope that you'll continue to watch the videos. I really do. I enjoyed the experience and I've enjoyed learning everything that I've learned since then. I hope you'll find this a great adventure. Bye.